Historicism is an approach to explaining the existence of phenomena, especially social and cultural practices, including ideas and beliefs, by studying their history, that is, by studying the process by which they came about. The term is widely used in philosophy, anthropology, and sociology. The term historicism was coined by German philosopher Carl Wilhelm Friedrich Hegel. Over time, what historicism is and how it is practiced have developed different and divergent meanings. Elements of historicism appear in the writings of French essayist Michel de Montaigne and Italian philosopher G.B. Vico, and became more fully developed with the dialectic of George Wilhelm Friedrich Hegel, influential in 19th century Europe. The writings of Karl Marx, influenced by Hegel, also include historicism. The term is also associated with the empirical social sciences and with the work of Franz Boas. Historicism tends to be hermeneutic because it values cautious, rigorous, and contextualized interpretation of information, or relativist because it rejects notions of universal, fundamental, and immutable interpretations. This historical approach to explanation differs from and complements the approach known as functionalism, which seeks to explain a phenomena such as, for example, a social form by providing reasoned arguments about how that social form fulfills some function in the structure of a society. In contrast, rather than taking the phenomena as a given and then seeking to provide a justification for it from reasoned principles, the historical approach asks, where did this come from and what factors led up to its creation? That is, historical explanations often place a greater emphasis on the role of progress and contingency. Historicism is often used to help contextualize theories and narratives and is a useful tool to help understand how social and cultural phenomena came to be. The historicist approach differs from individualist theories of knowledge such as strict empiricism and decontextualized rationalism, which neglect the role of traditions. Historicism may be contrasted with reductionist theories which assume that all developments can be explained by fundamental principles such as in economic determinism, or with theories that posit that historical changes occur entirely at random. Types of historicism. Hegelian historicism is the position adopted by G.W.F. Hegel that all human societies and all human activities such as science, art, and philosophy are defined by their history and that their essence can be sought only through understanding that. He further argued that the history of any such human endeavor not only builds upon but also reacts against what has gone before, a position he developed from his famous dialectic teachings of thesis, antithesis, and synthesis. According to Hegel, to understand why a person is the way he is, you must put that person in a society, and to understand that society, you must understand its history and the forces that shaped it. He is famously quoted as claiming that philosophy is the history of philosophy. Right Hegelians or Old Hegelians took Hegel's conception of human societies as entities greater than the individuals who constitute them to influence 19th century Romantic nationalism and its 20th century excesses. The young Hegelians, by contrast, took Hegel's thoughts on societies shaped by the forces of social conflict for a doctrine of progress, and Karl Marx's theory of historical inevitabilities was influenced by this line of thought. Biblical historicism is a Protestant theological belief that the fulfillment of biblical prophecy has taken place throughout history and continues to take place today, as opposed to other beliefs which limit the time frame of prophecy fulfillment to the past or to the future. Anthropological historicism is associated with the empirical social sciences and particularly with the work of the German American anthropologist Franz Boas. It combines diffusionism, the idea that all of culture and civilization was developed only once in ancient Egypt and then diffused throughout the rest of the world through migration and colonization. With historical particularism, the idea that one has to carry out detailed regional studies of individual cultures to discover the distribution of culture traits and to understand the individual processes of culture change at work. New historicism is the name given to a movement which holds that each epoch has its own knowledge system with which individuals are inexorably entangled. Given that post-structuralists then argue that all questions must be settled within the cultural and social context in which they are raised, and that answers cannot be found by appeal to some external truth. If you want to join online classes for UGC NET History, please contact us on venus.jen2607@gmail.com or WhatsApp number 8454931380. If you have liked the episode, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you.